What's up, y'all? Good morning. Thank you for tapping in for some real talk from the heart today. Today's real talk comes from the book of Exodus, chapter 23 and verse 5. Exodus 23, verse 5. Here's our real talk for today. If you see the donkey of one who hates you lying under its burden, and you would refrain from helping it, you shall surely help him with it. Man, just looking at this passage this morning, and the thing that was sticking out to me was just how high God sets the standard for love. God's love, man, sets the bar high, man, higher than man's love. God's standard for loving others, they're much greater, man. They're much greater than mankind sets for their love. Man says things like, love those that love you. Man's love says, respect those who respect you. Man's love says, love those who agree with you. Man, those who are of the same political affiliation or the same, whatever, man, same sports team. It gets crazy, man. People, they only love those who love them, and they say, man says, love only those you know. Don't love strangers. Don't, those kinds of things, which is really interesting because the word hospitality literally means a love for strangers. But again, man, you see here, God says, if you see the donkey of one who hates you, man, something valuable, man, belonging to someone who hates you, he says, you shall surely help him. The theme that was running through my mind this morning was, man, love helps haters. Now, I'm not talking about just any kind of love. I'm talking about God's love, man. God's love helps, listen, even haters. God's love surpasses the shallow and situational love of mankind. Mankind's love is shallow and it's situational, but not God's love. Man, God's love is sacrificial. It is selfless, and it is not dependent on circumstances or situations. God's love is unconditional. I want to show you guys in Matthew chapter 5, man, Jesus' Sermon on the Mount. Man, he's showing us, man, the high standard of the love of the citizens of God's kingdom, man. And here's what he says, man. This is Matthew 5:43 through 48. He says, you have heard that it was said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say to you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, so that, I like that, so that you may be sons of your Father. That means identity, right? Our identity as children of God is on display when we love those who don't even love us, man. When we are helping those who hate us. That's really what we're seeing here. So that you may be sons of your Father who is in heaven. For he causes the sun to rise on the evil and the good, and sends rain on the righteous and the unrighteous. So there's an example right there of God helping haters, man. God helps even those who hate him. For if you love those who love you, what reward do you have? If you're only loving those who love you, what good is that? Whoop-de-doo, man. What do you have coming towards you? Do you not even the tax collectors do the same? And if you greet only your brothers, what more are you doing than others? Again, having love for only those you know, right? That's not God's love. Do not even the Gentiles do the same? Therefore, you are to be perfect, just as your Father in heaven is perfect. Now, what is that talking about? That's talking about having perfect love. Man, God's love is perfect. It's way above the standards of man, as I was mentioning earlier. And that's the standard that God is calling us to as his people. Even in the law, right here in Exodus, man. Right here in Exodus, you see him, man, calling his people to a higher love. To a higher love than the norm, right? Now watch this, you guys. I want to show you this. If you want to have haters, man, become friends, man. If you ever want to change the heart of a hater, you got to do what God did. You see, if you love like the Lord, man, if you love like the Lord, your love can cause that person who despises you and who hates you. Listen, God can do a work and change that person's heart. I want to show you Romans chapter 5, verses 8 and 10. Watch this. But God demonstrates his own love toward us, in that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. So when did God choose to love you and me? When we drew close to him, right? When we got our act together, when we started living right, when we started loving him. No, the fact of the matter is that God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Now, what world are we talking about? We're talking about a world that hated him, including you and me. And you and I were haters. You and I were haters, and God helped us, man. Why? Love helps haters, man. God's love helped us. Now watch this, you guys, verse 10. For if while we were enemies, we were reconciled to God. Man, while we were haters of God, God reconciled us to himself. The death of his son, much more having been reconciled, we shall be saved by his life. Let me tell you this, man. Jesus Christ gave his life for haters. Love helps haters. If you and I ever want, man, to have an opportunity, a chance to change the heart of someone who hates us, it isn't going to be by responding hate, man. Love helps haters. Jesus said here, if you see the donkey, the Lord said here, if you see a donkey of someone who hates you, man, that has fallen in the pit, he says there, and you would refrain from helping it. He says, nah, you shall surely help him with it. Why? Because that's that pouring those coals on the head, man, and they're going to be ashamed that they even hated you to begin with. Let's love like the Lord, man. If we love like the Lord, man, God will do a great work through your life and my life, man. So I hope this spoke to you. Hope it challenged you, man. I know it spoke to my heart this morning, man, because I'm asking myself, do I love like that? Am I loving like that? Or am I only loving those who agree with me or who vibe with me? Man, that ain't God's love, y'all. God's love, again, it's a higher standard. It's a greater standard. And he's called us as his people, man. That's our identity. And so you shall be sons of your Father in heaven, right? God's called us higher. Why? Because we got that identity, right? Let's not misrepresent. Let's not misrepresent, man. Let's love like we're supposed to. Thank you for tapping in for some real talk from the heart today. Hope this video, like I said, challenged you. If it did, man, consider hitting that share button, like, subscribe, whatever you're watching on. And let's get these teachings out, man. Let's encourage people to walk in a higher love, man. God bless y'all. Hope to see you in the next video.